Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are finally at the appointment for the design center. It is currently 12:20. Our appointment is at 1, but we came pretty early because we have an appointment with the electrician. So we're gonna go over like our options for the lights and all that, and then we have to pay for the whole internet stuff, right?
The cables.
I thought houses came with that, but apparently not this one. No.
No.
So I didn't know that like you freaking have to pay additional to like get the wiring so that you can set up your house for internet or whatever. But anyway, so that's where we're at. So I don't know if we'll be able to film in there. I don't know exactly like what the whole process is, but if I can film, I will film. If not, well then obviously not. I'll just film after. But we went online. They gave us like the option to go online and start choosing out stuff, so we did, and we're about $23,000 in upgrades. So we don't necessarily have a budget set up, which we should probably, but hopefully like we can just agree on everything and not go overboard. But I think so far we're like, I don't know.
The end of the world is coming, so we're just gonna splurge.
Oh my god. I mean, at the rate stuff is going, the world will probably end pretty soon here, but you know, if it doesn't, then we'll be screwed. So quick story, when we did the when we bought the house, or not bought the house, but when we got the lot, so we had bid on 2 different lots, and we were actually going for a 2-story home. So originally we both said we didn't want a 2-story home. We've heard like really bad stories about 2-story homes. All the 5-bedroom homes that we were finding, they were literally all 2-story, and the ones that were a single story, like the square footage was like super small, so the bedrooms were super small. So I made an offer on 2 lots, and one of the lots that I bid on, you were only able to build single stories on those lots, and the other one was for a 2-story, but I didn't know that, so I just bid on both lots. And crazy enough, we ended up winning the lot where you can only build a single story, which is what we originally wanted. But once we saw this house, we were just gonna go for a 2-story just because, I don't know. I honestly don't know why we were gonna go for a 2-story knowing that they had a 1-story.
It was just the privacy, because we would have your mom and your dad in the bottom room, and then all the other rooms would be upstairs. So it was more of a privacy thing. True. And then it gave us a living space at the bottom, and then it gave us a living space at the top. So it was it was more, but yeah, I mean, we just ended up bidding on these 2 houses without thinking. Yeah, and then that we were gonna get it, and we ended up getting the single story. So we accidentally got the wrong lot. I mean, we could have easily said no, we don't want it, but then once we started talking about it and thinking about it, they were like, why not? Like the square footage is there. It's almost 3,000 square feet. So and I've always hated too the 2-story houses next to you, like, you know, the privacy. Yeah. I'm a big privacy guy, so having a 2-story on one side looking down from the top bedrooms to my backyard, like, I never liked that. Yeah. And I think that's what won us over for this single story, because this single story, the whole section that we're in, I don't have any back neighbors, or we don't have any back neighbors, and then we also don't have any 2-story houses to the left or to the right of us. Yeah. So, and that's ultimately also what I wanted, you know, that type of privacy, and it ended up working out. So no back neighbors, and then no 2-story side, you know, or no 2-story houses next to each side of the house. Yeah, which is awesome, because I like, the boys are big on like playing in the backyard, and the house where we lived, they did play in the backyard. I just didn't feel comfortable them being in the backyard by themselves, because our backyard was facing not a main street, but it is like a bigger street. Like there was a stop sign, so cars were going like back and forth. It's a 4-way stop. Yeah, so I didn't want to, you know, I just didn't feel too comfortable every time that when they went outside in the backyard, I felt like I had to be there. Versus here, we literally have no back neighbors, so it won't be that. Not only that, but like the back is gonna be like completely open. Like we have doors on both ways, so it's gonna be so easy to just see them. So yeah, so it ended up working out. Although we bid on the wrong lot, it worked in our favor, because a lot of benefits. Yeah, so that's the reason why we ended up sticking to it. And I mean, I'm a big
person, or like I'm really big on like God has a purpose for everything, and you know, like God knows exactly why we bid on the wrong lot. But all right, it's 12:28, so in 2 minutes we're gonna be taking the call for the electrician. Oh, I'll probably switch. We're taking it on my phone, so maybe I'll switch phones and I'll record a little bit of the conversation from his phone. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I forgot my camera, so I'm doing it from my phone. But yeah, so in 2 minutes we're gonna take the call from the electrician, and then hopefully he's done in time, because then at 1 o'clock we have to walk in there. So we're gonna go ahead and switch phones.
You think we would get it cheaper somewhere else?
Which one?
A tile.
I don't think so. We survived. It was breaking a sweat in there. Now I feel like we're really broke. So it went really well. I'll put up a picture of what I took, like what our schema is going to look like. I wasn't able to record in there at all because there was just so much going on, and like I didn't want to miss out on anything. And
like, yo, you need to concentrate when you're in there.
Yeah, you really do, because you don't want to pick the wrong thing. So it was like some parts where like I felt like were really intense because you have to choose on the spot. But overall it turned out really good. I was really iffy on the floor, which again I'll show you guys. The floor, I was like, but right now when she put it all together, like what everything is going to look like as far as like the samples of everything, it just looks so nice. It just kind of flows and it looks so good. I had a certain budget in my head and we went over by about like 19 grand. But I think that we're just gonna keep everything as is. I mean, the final price was still like realistic for us. Did we want to stay under budget? Yes, we did, but just like the outcome of the house, we might just take the risk. But yeah, so we are done. We are heading out. We're gonna go find somewhere to eat because we are hungry, and then we don't have the kids, so this is like our one time to eat peacefully. But yeah, anything else you want to add on?
Nah, man, it does take 3 hours for sure. I mean, so, they keep you busy.
They had told us our appointment was going to be anywhere from like 3 to 4 hours, and when I told him, he's like, that's a long time. And me too, I was like, why would you take so long? Like, we already know what we want. Like, they send us like the website and all that, so I pretty much picked everything that we picked in here. It's pretty much what I picked online already, but the time flies so quick. Like, now I see why the appointment is so long. And like there was no sitting around at any point. Like every minute we were doing something that, like, I don't know, we were being productive. Like every single minute there was like not a minute spent like not doing something. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that update with you guys. And I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video. We're gonna go have lunch and go pick up the boys, which they are at my mom's house, and then we are gonna head home. So
at your sister's house.
Oh, at my sister's house. So I will see you guys in the next video.